Hello, tourists, and welcome back to the final, not really, episode of Dr. Stone. My name's Josh, and if this is somehow your first reaction, let me just plug myself real fast. I've been watching Dr. Stone, since I think Season 2 wrapped airing. So I watched Season 1, watched Season 2, waited a few months for Season 3. It's been a great few years. And all of it's documented here in the reactions. And now, after definitely over 70 episodes, maybe we're closing in close to 100, we are reaching the second finale of Season 4. 2 out of 3. And last episode might have been one of the most, if not the most emotional episode of Dr. Stone. That did not star Byakuya. And even then, it gives Byakuya a run for his money because it was Suika alone. She didn't have anyone. She was the only person that ended up getting revived. She had to survive for several years on her own, and then until she finally was able to revive Senku by trial and error, just waiting and waiting and waiting for the longest version of the revival fluid to make its way home. And she did it, but she is now older, and I'm very interested to see how the cast is going to just react to this. Like it might have been it might be my favorite episode that we've ever seen in Dr. Stone last episode. So the aftermath of this little arc going into the next arc, I'm really interested to see just what the setup is going to be and what everyone's reactions are going to be. And if Kohaku doesn't give Suika a hug, we riot, all right? That's all I want to say. So let's just see where this final episode takes us, shall we? Senku looks so good in that little. I guess it's a cape, the shoulder cape. You look so good with it on, man. Man, she's old now.
It was hard. I failed over and over until it finally paid off.
That's cute.
The thing is, I was only able to cook up a single dose, which is why I knew it was important to wake you up first.
Yeah, right?
Getting your revival priorities straight nets you a cool 10 billion points. Get excited. This will be my first
am
crafting
excited.
spree in 7 years.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm assuming since she's petrified that she's going to be okay. The real question is Hyoga. I know he's petrified, but does the same logic apply to him? Dang.
Guess I'm too old for you to hold me. No matter how bad.
Dog, get over here. She got her hug. I love that Kohaku just knew too.
Let's keep the revival party going.
I love that she gave everyone. That's so sweet. She gave everyone the leaf clothing. Man, it's so weird not seeing them with their cracks in their lines.
These creaky bones feel like a million Dragos. Woohoo!
Yes,
Maybe you can
Kaseki.
petrify me every now and again. This old fogey will be able to hang in there until we reach our final goal.
Yes, please.
Maybe you'll all start catching up to me just like Suika. Our little team can be a bunch of old fools together.
I love him. Oh, I love him. It's only been 2 episodes.
After all, it's not like we can use the petrification device to revive him once he's dead.
Well,
I take it
actually.
back. We never fix the ship and stuff without our master craftsman.
I love they gave him the leaf mask too.
So be it.
Yeah, okay,
Your
he's
work
okay.
here was proper.
It's hard to explain. I had to eat by myself for so long.
Man, you would have gotten used to it, huh?
Always
5
will.
years-ish.
So I guess
It's nice.
just being here with everyone.
Am I wrong?
Allow me, sir. Now, here are your
I'll get it
just
one day.
rewards.
It's probably impossible.
I made you some coconut milk fruit soup.
And what makes it even better is, well, I'm eating it with my friends.
I was gonna say, I'm sharing it with friends.
In fact,
How is that silly? That is Francois cooking. Of course, it's gonna be your favorite meal.
But before his revival, he was deceased.
So it can bring people
Enough
back from the
time
dead.
passed for me to be sure. Petrification defies death itself. Why man's Dr. Stone?
Alright, this brings in some
Uses
interesting
science
questions
to
about
achieve
why
humanity's
man.
greatest taboo, or suddenly walking down the path of immortality.
This is gonna be interesting. That's half the episode?
Kazaki doesn't have to die!
Maybe.
But,
In theory,
like-
anyway. All thanks to Y-Man.
Huh.
Maybe we've got it all wrong and he's actually not a bad guy. I can't figure out what Y-Man's deal is.
Me too, man. Me too.
Go and ask him.
He gets freshly brewed revival fluid 17.
Are you sure about this? You're seriously
Yep,
gonna
not
revive
surprised by
Dr. Zeno?
Senku here.
Or maybe humanity's finally evolved past playing with guns and bombs. The old world
Sure.
rules don't apply.
It's truly elegant.
Interesting.
Gorgeously depraved science that violates the providence
His
of
X
nature.
is there,
Great.
but it's not blacked out.
Isn't that the wrong kind of bad?
The fate of living forever would be tragic. In almost countless ways, it's worse than death. Soon the planet would be overrun.
Oh yeah.
Think
Okay.
about it. Tens of billions of the elderly.
Don't forget, we still don't know if it can fight off cellular decay and death.
I was gonna say we don't know
With the
how
devices out of
old
battle,
is old.
There's no way to run clinical trials at present. Anyone who controls this science is well positioned to become an absolute dictator.
Zeno.
Yet you still took the risk of letting me in on the secret. We must journey to the moon to negotiate with man.
The moon. Oh man.
There are two ways to define Stanley Snyder's actions.
Did we bring
And
back
that
Stanley?
whole assault was a fully justifiable act of warfare.
All right. That works for me.
Ah, it's like Kinro and Ginro. There's somebody make him some clothes. Everyone else got clothes like immediately. Ah! So cool, man. Who was making them their clothes? I gotta wonder.
Senku.
Dr. Zeno has joined the party. Oh, I love it. It's both Suika and Chrome now spying.
10 years.
Dude, this is a new soundtrack, I think. I love it.
Their future is in our hands. This is exhilarating.
Get excited. I feel like this is so bittersweet. Just because, like, you know, we all know, I assume most of us know that next season's the last one. So it's like, this is the last season finale that we're going to get. And then it's going to be a series finale. I don't know how they're going to do it. 12 episodes doesn't seem like enough. I feel like there's so much that I want them to do. Like, I want them to go and revive everyone now, but that's not the smart thing to do, because they would need radio signals to communicate with everyone, and I think that's what Y-Man is looking for. They said that Y-Man used to be broadcasting every day the command to petrify the Earth, but ever since he petrified the Earth a second time, that has stopped. So I think Y-Man, or whatever he is like they got on his radar because of their radio signals. The first time they created a radio, I think that's what alerted Y-Man to, like, hey, someone woke up on Earth. I'm just gonna hit that on loop, call it a day, back to sleep I go. Which I wonder if Y-Man is like an old man, like an old, ancient, decrepit man, like the Mummy old. Which I'll get into that in a second. So that's why they can't go around. They have to be very careful in who they decide to. They just can't go willy-nilly on reviving everyone right now. I think they can go back and revive everyone that was in the Corn City if they wanted to, which I doubt, mostly because they are far away now. They're pretty far, and I don't know if they're going to give themselves the time to do that. I think they're like racing now. So this might be our set cast of characters, which is 16 plus Senku and Suika is 18 plus Zeno is 19. We have 19 characters. Wow. It's still such a big cast, isn't it? Like, we lost over half of them. But now we have 19 characters set on this expedition. And I think only, what was it, 3 or 4 of them can go to the moon, maybe? Which would probably be Zeno. I know Tsukasa said that Senku, he wouldn't choose Senku because, like, Senku's not physically able enough. But I cannot see this series going without Senku. So it's going to be Zeno because of his... Well, just because he knows how to build one doesn't mean he's a pilot. I feel like Zeno has to meet Y-Man, you know, old villain meets new villain. I think that's what we're going to go with here. Zeno, Senku, Tsukasa, I guess, for the muscle, and... What was it Kohaku originally too? Like Tsukasa's like team, it was himself, Chrome, and Kohaku, I think. I don't remember if there was a fourth one or not. But Tsukasa and Kohaku for the muscle / protection, and then Zeno and Senku for, well, Zeno if in case anything goes wrong on the rocket, and Senku just because he's the scientist and the main character of the show. I would love to have Chrome go up there too. Oh my god, if Chrome can go to space, hell yeah. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. I don't think everyone's going. Was it Taiju? Did he say Taiju? Maybe he said Taiju instead of Kohaku or instead of Senku. I don't remember. I feel like it was a 4-person team. So it was himself, Taiju, Kohaku, and Chrome, I think. I feel like that was what the original lineup was. And like it was back in season 2, I think, when Tsukasa was dying. Senku was asking him if you could choose a team to go to the moon, who would it be? And Tsukasa gave his team. Very sweet moment. And yeah, I guess confirmed. Tsukasa did die. I mean, technically, yeah, he did have to die. They just kept his body preserved. They didn't cryo freeze him, which I think that's what they said. We cryo froze him, but it's not like in a sense of like how in Star Wars, what's the thing called? Carbonite? It's not like Carbonite where like they froze him and he's in suspended animation. I feel like they just, like, especially with the technology they had, they just really preserved his body from decaying. So yeah, Tsukasa was dead. Hyoga was dead. Senku, it's arguable if he was dead or not. It was a broken neck. Tsukasa was very confident in the fact that Senku would have died quickly. So Senku was dead. And I here I am saying that this series doesn't kill anyone off. Yeah, so petrification can also revive the dead. It's interesting. Like, I really like what Chrome has to say here, and I really like what Tsukasa was saying too, because I feel like the biggest curse of immortality, if it's for a single person, is obviously watching your loved ones grow old and die over and over and over until like the eventual heat death of the universe, right? That is the typical curse of immortality, which is where I thought Tsukasa was going to go with. But no, Tsukasa thinks bigger than that. He's always kind of like thought ahead in terms of humanity's greed. And he went immediately to the worst case dystopian scenario where, you know, if everyone can grow old, of course, the earth is going to become overrun. Like literally, it's either we create a sterile human race where no one can have kids anymore, because we're already hitting at well, like at the current time, I think we're at 8 billion people. Probably around Dr. Stone's, it's like 7 point something billion, just because like it's not modern. Like, you know, when the petrification beam hit, it's probably like what, 2014ish, 16ish. Whenever the manga was released, that's probably when the petrification beam hit. So they're floating around 7 to 8 billion people. And already, you know, like there's the whole population problem, or people talking about population, resources and all that. And even if the earth could sustain more people, which it could, we just have to be more generous with the resources that we do have now. Eventually, yeah, you are going to hit a bottle cap of, yeah, we're at like 20 billion people, or you know, we're at 50 billion people. We don't have enough land for housing. We're now living in the what's that one book called? the Ready Player One, where like it's like stacks and stacks and stacks of like these old rusted houses and RVs that like go up to the skyline, and that's how people live because they ran out of space on the crust. They ran out of space on the ground, and so they just keep building up. Like you are gonna hit a bottleneck point if like, you know, people still keep having kids and no one wants to die, which I'm sure like a few people would probably go like, yeah dude, I'm a husk, let me go. And yeah, it's just gonna get to the point of instead of executions, it's just gonna be like, okay, we're just gonna like sentence you to forever in stone. You're not my problem anymore. I love how Tsukasa thinks. Like, he does go to the worst case scenarios, and he's always done that. Like his whole thing with Senku, like even though he knew Senku was a good guy, his fear of what Senku would bring to the world with his science was what in the end pushed him to be so hostile towards him. And it's like, yeah, Senku, I know you're not gonna do it, but someone else will do it, either when you're past or they'll just take it from you. Which, I mean, like, it's kind of been jokes with like Magma and Yo. I was gonna call him Yo-Yo, but yeah, Magma and Yo. It's been jokes, but they've stolen the gun from Senku before. It's a really crappy gun, but they've still, like, right under Senku's nose, they've stolen his scientific weaponry. And while it has kind of worked out, not really. Most times worked out in Senku's favor. Like, it's gonna get to a point where he can't control that no more, and that's what Tsukasa was afraid of. So I like how even in this timeline, it's not that he's worried about like high tech in terms of weaponry, but the Medusa, the curse of its immortality, is really interesting to see. Oh man, I really like Tsukasa, and I'm really glad that I'm really glad he's not dead. I thought he was a goner. I wrote down so much for this episode. There's so much interesting things, which I guess might as well talk about Y-Man with the whole immortality thing. Why did I cross that out? That seems like it's going to be important. I'm going to underline it now. Y-Man death. Y-Man might potentially be the king of death. So my theory was, now I have a new one. Like, Y-Man, what is he, right? Like, how is he able to keep giving these demands even though it's been almost 4,000 years? How is it possible for him to still be alive? Is he periodically like every century, right, he has a drip of revival fluid fall on his head, checks if the earth is still going, or checks if the earth is still petrified, is satisfied, repetrifies himself, comes back every century. That seems tedious, and eventually after a millennia you will run out, because like you're still aging every second or so. So the theory I had was that it's an AI, that Y-Man died many years ago, and he left an AI to fill in what he wants, like, you know, his dreams for the earth. That was my theory going in. But now I wonder if we're going to go with this doomsday scenario where Y-Man has staved off death. He has become death's master, and he is refusing to allow himself to die. And in reality, he is this old, decrepit, creepy being, just a sack of skin and bones. And he's over 3,000 years old. He's still the same person from back when he originally created the petrification beam, but you know, he has just refused to die. I wonder, because that's my big theory with Kosuke, right? Like Chrome saying like, oh, what if like with Chrome's whole thing of we can stave death off forever, no one will ever have to die. Like, you look at Kosuke and he looks great, right? Every time they petrify him and he comes back, he is as spry as a chicken. What's the word? Spry as a young chicken, something like that. He's spry. He's doing flips. He's doing handstands. He can do the splits. He's incredibly agile. Everything that was wrong with his body is now completely fine. but he's still old. And eventually, I think it does wear off, because he was saying like, "Oh, I feel good again now," and like he already felt great. He already felt great back in season 3 when they revived him, and Senku said like, "Oh, the arthritis is probably gone now." But during that time, he did get to a point where now he can say, "I feel good again now." So like his body still ages. It's just kind of like a short break for him in terms of like relief with every time he gets petrified. So like eventually I would assume that your body just gets to a point like, yeah, it's alive, but do you still want to be alive? You know, like Akatsuki's like what, 80, 70? Like if you want to be 160 and like you're in Tsukasa's doomsday scenario where it's just like the skin is basically just hanging off your bones, and I don't. I'm over here going like, I don't even know if I want to make it to 70. Like the dream is when I die, I've lived a nice, fulfilling life, and I die still with my motor functions. Like I don't want to be bedridden. I don't want to be like I don't want to be so old I can't take care of myself. Just because I don't feel like that's really a life worth living. But for me personally, I want to still go out where like I feel good. I don't know. I guess it's hard to explain. I'm in my 20s. But yeah, it's certainly interesting. I like how, because the petrification doesn't heal completely either, as we've seen with Zeno and Senku. Zeno still has the X on him. That's not painted on like how everyone else painted their cracks in the first place. His cracks are gone. He just has the scar now. And Senku has his lines too. So it doesn't completely heal. If the corrosion sets in, then that's what it is. Which interesting. I'm really curious about Zeno's scars. That is interesting, because these aren't like, he didn't have those. He didn't have those when he was originally petrified. He had it because of the cracks, the erosion. That's what Senku said. Yeah, he had it because of the erosion, and now Senku's erosion is still black, but granted, it's like really small. Like, but Zeno's is still like his whole face. It's very interesting, like how different it is. It's kind of disturbing too, seeing Zeno like that. But this brings up a lot of good questions. Like I think that Y-Man, it's either he's just because like Dr. Stone, like its antagonist has always like evolved. Season 1 was nature. Season 2 was like the war, brute strength, I guess, brawn. Season 3 was a strategist. Like it was an intellect, but it was a strategist also. Season 4 was a scientist. Season 4.2 was the military. So I feel like the natural evolution would be an AI. Like that's the ultimate antagonist for a show like this, instead of another mad scientist. But I guess we could just make the case that Y-Man is just madder than Zeno, which I think Zeno is kind of a mad scientist, but also not like a stereotypical mad. I don't know. I guess he is a mad scientist. So it's either you get someone madder than him, or an AI, which I feel like is the natural evolution for the show in terms of its antagonist. But I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance that Y-Man could be Chrome's dream and Tsukasa's nightmare, which would, if Chrome goes up to space, it would also become Chrome's nightmare too, of a man that has been able to conquer death. And what does that look like 3,700 years in? I'm loving the show. We've never met Y-Man, but I feel like there's so many things I can go with him. Like, some of my original thoughts on what the petrification origin used to be. Before we found out it was a targeted hit. My thoughts were, was it an accident? Was it some kind of military test? Was it aliens? Which, like, you know, that's more of a joke than anything. But my big one was, like, what if it was an accident? And the original thought was, what if someone was trying to heal someone else? So, like, if, like, it's Tsukasa's case, right? Tsukasa's sister was brain dead, right? So she was only being kept alive by machines. So if we replace Tsukasa with someone of Senku's intelligence or greater, what, like, Tsukasa was only able to fight in order to keep the machines running. Tsukasa was only able to, like, make the money by fighting. But someone with Senku or Zeno's intelligence and resources that neither of them have, what would they have done in order to have revived her? So either someone that they loved was in that brain dead state, or actually did die and they were working on a machine to bring them back to life and then accidentally petrified the world. Obviously, it's not an accident anymore. We still do not know the origins of what the petrification, like what the reasoning it was made for. I mean, I could make guesses, seeing as he keeps freezing everyone in the world. He probably just doesn't want humanity to continue to dominate the world. I feel like that's the only thought I can have, just because he keeps petrifying the world without asking any questions. His first contact is just his first contact was why, and then his second contact and every contact after is just the not the coordinates, the radius of the Earth. Man, I am so interested. 12 episodes is not enough. We need to build the rocket ship, go up to the moon, meet Y-Man, explain Y-Man, defeat Y-Man, and then an epilogue. It's not enough. I mean, yeah, sure, it might be enough. It's not enough. I do know that I don't know anything from the manga per se, but I do know that I think I heard manga fans were disappointed by the ending just because it felt a little rushed. So I hope that what's the studio that does Dr. Stone? I hope that the studio, that the anime is able to give a little bit of extra content. You know, maybe not a whole 12 episodes. Even though I would very much appreciate 12 whole episode or 24 whole episodes of Dr. Stone for its final hurrah. But you know, maybe an episode or two here or there, like whatever. That's kind of like what Attack on Titan did. Attack on Titan didn't really add anything. TMS, that's the TMS Entertainment. Like, Attack on Titan didn't add anything in terms of like, this whole new scene from that wasn't in the manga, but they did retroactively go back and kind of clarified a questionable line within the manga that even the author said that after it got published, he was like, oh, I kind of wish I worded that differently. And then, you know, people took it and like, oh, that's kind of character assassination. And that was a big focal point of like, why Attack on Titan's ending sucks. It didn't suck. But the anime, when that was coming out, they were able to go back and with retrospective go, okay, this line didn't work, we can change it. And so we can, and with the author, of course the author was like, yeah, please do. Please do change it. I made a mistake. I didn't clarify that enough. So TMS Entertainment, please, for all of our sakes, add more episodes to Dr. Stone. just draw it out. It doesn't need to end. It don't need to end, all right? It don't need to end yet. Even though I'm very curious to see how it ends. Oh man, this sucks. I hate watching shows end. My Hero Academia is ending too. This coming season. Ah man, this sucks. I hate watching long-running shows that I love end. I don't know why I wrote down no revival fluid. We have it. Maybe that's from last episode. Man. I love that Kohaku recognized Suika immediately. Wait, is that? Like, she knew immediately that was Suika. I mean, it's not that hard. It's the melon motif. Like, come on. But it's still so sweet. And the hug is just so pure. I love it. Oh, man. Honestly, I like how everyone kind of like took it in stride. Like, they all knew. I don't think everyone knew. Taiju definitely didn't know. He kind of got blown to bits. But they all knew. Or a majority of them knew that Suika was going to be the one to wake up. So they probably had an idea like, oh, she might not be the same age. Like, I think... Did Ryusui know? I think Ryusui was gunned down before. But I love that like everyone kind of took it in stride. They didn't make her feel alienated or left out. They didn't make her feel weirder than... not weirder, but you know... I guess they didn't make her feel grief over it. I just love Kohaku's like immediate like get over here, you know, hug. Like, I guess I'm too old to hug now. Like, now get over here, give her a hug. So sweet, man. Dude, I love all the characters in the show. And I also love like I feel like typically Chrome is the one that's spying on Senku whenever Senku's doing anything sciencey or he's talking science. But I love that in this scene that Suika is now joining Chrome. Like when Senku was talking to Zeno, it was Chrome and Suika. Like both of our baby scientists. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. I love it. Oh, Suika's so pure, man. Oh, man. And I love that she built leaf clothes for everyone. That's so sweet. Not only leaf clothes, but I love that she gave Hyoga his leaf face too. That's so sweet. Oh, that's adorable. That's how you know Suika cares. And then I guess like the only question I have with the petrification beam, which it's morbid, but like I guess Seno is also kind of thinking this too, because he said like we don't have the technology or we don't have the means for clinical trials, which is like, oh my god, it's like ugh, gross. But like if you do want to, there's only one way to test how far it goes. Like, how long can the body be dead before it is unrevivable? So Hyoga was dead, 100% confirmed, gone, kaput, dead, like should be 6 feet under. He still came back. His body must not have, it must have only been at most a day. I feel like it was only a couple hours though after that happened that everyone got petrified. But at most I think it was a day, maybe 2. Not a lot of time for the body to start decomposing. But are we talking about a skeleton here? How decomposed is it? I don't think we will ever get this answer. That is very morbid. But it's also very interesting. And then outside of the immortality thing, if it didn't cause immortality, which we don't know if it will stave off, which is, I'll go again, the clinical trials. Like, yes, it can bring you back from the dead, from trauma, injury, all that. What about old age? Like if someone or disease too, but what about old age in terms of like, what if in like the very rare cases, like the dream death, you lie down, you're completely healthy, you're lived a long, like 80 to 90 year life, 100 year, whatever, however long you want your life to be, you live a long, perfect life, you're disease free, nothing is wrong with you, you lay down, you close your eyes, and you pass away. Does that bring you back? Because that's basically your body just going like, yeah, I'm done. Like, it's time. It's completely natural. Whereas like foreign agents, accidents, injury, trauma, that's more like the body like I can't do this no more. Can it bring back a body that is naturally done? And then the Senku's thing of can it can it stave off natural cell decay? Which, I mean, I guess if Y-Man is a 3,000-year-old husk, that would be the answer. If he's not and he's an AI, that is also the answer. Which, but there's so much interesting stuff going on with Y-Man. But I kind of thought of a business opportunity outside. Like, let's say it doesn't revive you from the dead, right? Let's say it's just like it just petrifies you and brings you back, and you can't be immortal with it. For old people, you know, in the modern world, for the elderly, there is a fantastic business opportunity where it's like you pay however much money, they petrify you for 1 second, they revive you the second after, and you're mobile again. You know, no arthritis, no back pain, no knee pain, no nothing. You can do backflips. You're basically in the body of your prime self. That cinema. That is like this brilliant for elderly. Man, I just thought mid-sentence, I just got a thought, like, I feel like Kasuki might die next season. That's just, I never felt like, because, you know, Kasuki's the old man of the group, right? I never felt like he was in danger of death in terms of just naturally aging and dying. I've like the last couple episodes, it's just kind of been like, oh god, how many people died? But like Kasuki, I never felt he would die between seasons. They've mentioned it, like, you old fart. They've mentioned stuff like that, but I feel like Chrome really hit home. Granted, it's kind of like just perfectly goes into the whole immortality discussion, but I feel like this episode really hit home, like how old Kasuki is. And it is kind of sad, kind of a thought. Like Chrome was like, I kind of wish that we could just keep him petrified, and then, you know, when we're old, we revive him. Like, I wonder, would Kasuki like consent to that? You know, like, obviously Kasuki would want to build the spaceship. He would want to go to the moon, but after that, actually, leave down in the comments below if you were in Kasuki's position. Like, no spoilers, of course, but if you were in Kasuki's position, let's say the series ends. We win, however we win, and they give you the choice, like, hey, Kasuki, probably gonna die in the next 5 years. Do you want us to petrify you and revive you when we're all your age? Or do you want to just live your life naturally with us, as we are now? That's an interesting choice. That is an interesting choice. I feel like I probably just want to go. Like, if I was caught, I want to watch you youngins. I want to watch you guys grow for as long as I can. You know. I am a stone world person, and I built something to go to the moon. Please bring Kasuki to the moon. But like, I'm a stone age person, and I built something and potentially went to the moon. I literally don't need anything else from life. Because I don't think he has grandkids. He might have grandkids. I don't know. I don't feel like it's mentioned. But he's kind of like the village grandpa. You know, everyone's adopted him as their grandpa. It's an interesting question. Leave down in the comments below, what would you choose if it was up to you? If you were in Kasuki's position. I guess in this theoretical, you did go to the moon. So just that is an accomplishment. You are an 80-year-old stone person, man, that built a rocket ship, went to the moon, saved the Earth, and your less than 20-year-old friends are giving you the option, like, hey, like, would you want us to petrify you until we're old, or do you want to stay, or do you want us to leave you as you are now? I would stay as I am now. I feel like that would be, I think that's enough. You know, I think that's like perfectly fine. it is a bit selfish because they would have to watch you die. They would have to have your funeral too. They would mourn for you for all those years. But for me, I think it's just enough. And then give them some parting words, of course. Give them some legendary parting words. I do not want to watch. I'm saying this. I do not want to watch Kosuke die of old age. If the epilogue of this show has Kosuke's funeral or grave in any way, I'm bawling my eyes out. I love him so much. I don't know, there's just something about old characters, not just old man characters, old women characters too. Something about the elderly. But I do not want. I hope we do not see Kosuke die in any format, either old age or like trauma, injury, accidents. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But I guess that's for the last season to talk about. And we are going to, before we close off, we're going to look at some comments. I'm just gonna gaming through the YouTube comments to see if anything there was some good comments last episode. I'm just seeing if there's anything that like will not clear anything up, but like goes good with this episode. Which okay, there's two. Okay, you guys left some good comments yesterday, last episode, but there are two that I really want to bring up, which is both are from Lucas Lima. In the last episode, I liked that the anime showed the moon when Suiko was crying, kind of like, look at what Y-Man did to her. If it was a way to make fans dislike him, I think it's working very well, which is a fantastic. I don't know if that's cinematography or if that's it's just shot direction, I guess. That is fantastic direction, because we haven't seen Y-Man. We don't know what he looks like. We have no idea what his motivations are. But even though he's kind of just been this shadow presence within the world of Dr. Stone, like having it be that Suika, like, having the frame shot of the moon over Suika, the moon over Suika as Suika's crying, it does a really good job at connecting, like, yeah, Y-Man did this to her. Like, we know that he did it to her, but it's just like having him there without having him there. That's a really good catch. And this has kind of just been this next one has kind of just been an age-old debate, which I think it's fair to compare Senku's intelligence to Chrome's, but they come from completely different fields. Chrome is more of an explorer and inventor, while Senku enjoys learning everything he can. Which, yeah, I mean, I can't believe I never considered just like splitting their fields, because I guess it's like the whole power scaling. Like, oh, just how smart is this guy compared to this other guy? No in betweens. But no, it's completely like bringing it up like that. It's a very good way of looking at it, because, yeah, like, Senku, like, let's just bring it to Senku and Zeno. Senku's extremely smart. He doesn't know everything. That's why they need Zeno. Zeno is a NASA scientist. He knows rocket science. Senku knows some basics, but he doesn't know everything about it. They need a professional. And Chrome is a specialist in his own fields. He is an explorer, and he is an inventor. Just like, and then Senku just really loves absorbing any knowledge he can. Senku is like a jack of all trades. He knows so much, but is he a master of it all? Probably not everything, but he could be a master of a few things. Whereas Chrome has his own specialty of intelligence. Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it. Alright, so now we are going to look into the final Discord question. If you want to join the Discord, there's a link down in the description below. We can talk Dr. Stone or any other anime that is airing, or even that's old, whenever you'd like. And this is, of course, from Hamilton. Senku making it so fast was funny. Also, oh my god, like what took Suika years to do could have been done so quickly if Senku taught her how. I know it's not Suika's fault, and I don't think I don't feel like it's Senku's fault either. I feel like Senku should. No, they don't have anyone else now other than Zono. I feel like Senku should try and teach everyone how to make revival fluid, which I think Zeno does already know how to make it. But like. I think that could have saved him so much time because Senku made what 16 of those in like a day. Man, I love how much effort and time, trial and error that Suika put into making this. It took her like 5 years, and Senku's just like, oh yeah, just do this now. And she tried to follow the steps he left for her because there's 3 ways, and she said the third way was going to take too long, so she threw it away. And then she ended up using the third way anyway. But like she tried to follow his original diagram of how to make revival fluid, and it's just too complex. Like it's just too complicated, man. But like, yeah, if she had known, my goodness, so much time could have been saved. It's interesting, Suika being the same age as Kohaku. Like, she's always kind of been the village baby. She's been like the group baby. She's always been like the child. It's now interesting that like she's an equal with them all now. Man, I'm kind of skimming your comment like while I'm talking. And there's a point, I forgot to bring this up in the discussion. I did say it in the reaction, kind of, but like, I'll get to it. With Hyoga 2, I think it actually was a good choice not to kill him off. Not only because having him die right as his arc is over feels like it would have been a bit wasted, but also because the whole idea of the petrification being able to revive people from the dead becomes pretty plot important in the future, as you can probably already tell. So at least in my opinion, it was very needed to have him not die for the sake of the story and mystery itself. Which, yeah, now I agree now. Just because, like, back then, like, when I was making those theories of, like, is Hyoga dead? Is he not? The only thing we really knew about the petrification beam was Senku, or its reviving capacity, was Senku's neck, Tsukasa's cryo freezing, and Tsukasa's brain dead sister. I think those were like the most extreme cases of its revival, which Senku's neck could have been like, I know Tsukasa said that he's dead. He'll be dead the second he hits the floor. He's not going to feel anything. But like it could also be taken like because of like the little stone right here on his neck. Maybe Tsukasa's attack didn't kill him yet, but no, confirmed now it did kill him. And then Tsukasa's thing was too, like, he was put in cryostasis, so is his body still alive but just very cold, frozen in time, or is his body dead and they're just preserving it? His body, it could have gone either way. His body was dead, they were just preserving it. His sister, funnily enough, is the most non-extreme version of it, because like her body was still alive, it's just she had no brain function. Like, it wasn't that she was dead at any point. She just like, she needed a wake-up call in her brain, which like she would never have gotten without the petrification beam. But with Hyoga, like, he was dead, like confirmed 100%, sprayed with bullets. Tsukasa, the goat, was like, oh no, he's gone. So that's why I was wondering, like, will it bring him back, and how far does the body need to go before it is unable to come back? And I'm not disappointed they died. I'm actually, like, I do kind of agree. It is very tropey whenever a character finishes their arc, or like whenever a character gets a lot more screen time than they usually do, they tend to die, especially in like a huge cast like this. I would not have been surprised if Hyoga died, just because like there are other characters that I prefer to see get more screen time than him. But yeah, it would have kind of felt a little bit wasted just to have like him just start coming around. The group just starts to have like to make him feel included. Oh no, he's dead now. You know, I'm glad that we do have him still, and I really do. I wonder like how much more of a role he'll have, because I do like how he's been adopted into the group. Like they were all like, you know, a few episodes ago they're kind of apprehensive, like, do we trust him? Like, oh, okay, he's changed, and now they're all excited to have him revived back. I think that's just very sweet and wholesome, and just the power of the Dr. Stone friendship group. So yeah, I'm very glad that he's back and alive, and I'm so much. I've always been interested in the petrification beam, but I'm so much more interested in why man in the petrification beam now than I ever have been in the series. Like, there's such a good mystery behind this. I love it. I love what Dr. Stone's doing, man. It's so interesting. I can only imagine as well the utter toll all of this took on Suika. Like, really think about being genuinely all alone by yourself, not even being able to see a real person in passing, aside from the statues, for 7 full years. Man, yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't make it any better, but it's probably more around like 5-ish, maybe 6-ish years. I don't think we know exactly when she woke up. Like, is someone, I think I said it last episode, but I'm pretty sure it was Lucas Lima. If I got the credit wrong, let me know down in the comments below. But Senku had been counting down from since he got petrified. He wasn't counting down from when Suika got up. There's no way he would have known. So the 7 years is when he got petrified, when everyone got petrified, actually. So it's probably like 5 to 6 years, actually. But still, that's such a long time, like, to be on your own. And like the worst part is, like, it's not like it's just that like it's already not bad enough. It's not like she's just by herself and that she's not like gonna walk by another person. She knows she's by herself. There is no chance she can ever walk past someone because she knows that everyone's been petrified. That's the complete and utter loneliness that she must have gone through. I think the only thing that would have been able to, I think the only thing that did like push her to keep moving forward was the chance of bringing back everyone. I think that's the only thing that could have kept her moving. So there's like the will that Suika had to keep going no matter how lonely she got, to keep having those meals by herself for 5-6 years. Man, I wish we could have gotten to see a little bit more of like her with everyone else. I mean, it was sweet like what Gen did to like kind of give Senku and Tsukasa the privacy that they needed. And, like, I just love seeing like how Suika's face lit up seeing all of her friends there around the campfire, enjoying the magic show. It's really good. I wish that she had a little more time to breathe in terms of letting that like you can finally let that stress and anxiety like out. You can just like you don't have to be lonely anymore. It's beautiful. That scene with Stan and Zena was not that gay in the manga. Holy shit, the way he just fantasized about Stan is wild. I love Zena and Stan. They are the best gay / I guess not canonically. Yeah, in my canon, yeah, they're the thing. I think it was U2. I think it was U2 Hamilton that said that they totally banged in the forest after they woke up before they revived anyone else. It was perfect set. Only leaf clothing, say less. Yeah. But no, dude, that was. I mean, I said it was like Ginro and Kinro in terms of like they were so close that Ginro could feel what his brother would tell him in the like when his brother was a statue. It ain't brotherly, I'll tell you that. That was not brotherly love. Oh, the way he looked at it. Was it like kind of like pink sparkling background? I'll have to go check in the edit. But yeah, oh my gosh, that was so funny. But also it's kind of sweet. these evil bad guys. You know, everyone needs a little love. I love that how Stanley and Zeno just unabashedly love each other. It's so good. Also, this is what I was saying last episode. Suika and Chrome are really following in Senku's footsteps, and I am here for it. I'm gonna miss Dr. Stone so much when it's over, but at least we have another core that we have to wait months to get. But still, hey, next year, probably will cry once it's over, because holy moly, what do you mean the show has been this big in my life for 5 whole years? Wow. I want to go back into my YouTube history. When did I start watching Dr. Stone, man? I feel like it's definitely hasn't been 5 years, but like, man, it's been definitely a while. I'm gonna say like 3 years probably. That is not what I wanted to do. 81 videos. I don't think I have a Q&A in here, so yeah, Dr. Stone's been going on for quite a while. Late 2022. So actually around now. Oh my god. We were on the day that this is being filmed is the 25th, September 25th. The first episode of Dr. Stone that I uploaded on YouTube was September 27th, 2022. It has almost been exactly 3 years since I started watching this show. Wow. It's a good chunk of episodes too. Over 80, probably. I don't think I did a Q&A episode. Oh no, it's more than that. Like, I just remembered back when I was binging this, I combined some episodes too. So what's it? Like, I think in season 2 I combined a couple of episodes. So it is over 80 episodes. Wow. Yeah, season 1 episodes 21 and 22 I combined. I combined a few episodes, just because I couldn't wait. I was able to, and I just could not wait any longer for more. I just couldn't wait to see the next episode, so I decided to just keep going. Right, man. For you, it's been 5 years. For me, 3 years. Still, it's like having a show be in your life for that long, and then it's just gone. I was 20 years old, and I'm going to be 24 years old when the series ends. Crazy. Just imagine what people that are watching One Piece are going to feel when that show ends. It's always bittersweet when a show ends, especially like when you're watching it live. Attack on Titan got me too, man. When that show ended, that had been in my life for much longer. It was one of the first anime I'd ever seen. My Hero's Gonna Hurt Too, also another anime. I feel like I started watching it when season 2 was currently airing, so it's been in my life for a long time. That's coming to an end. Crazy. It's kind of a Mob Psycho. I hadn't been in my life for that. Did I watch season 1 live? I didn't watch it live, but I don't think season 2 was out when I first watched it. A lot of good shows are ending. A lot of good franchises, man. Yeah, well, if you guys want to see my reaction to the final core of Dr. Stone, the last 12 episodes, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Hit that notification bell. In the meantime, I will be releasing a few anime analysis videos, other terms, video essays. Not going to be releasing too many, mostly because school is starting up probably within the next month. So I have a couple that I really need to grind on in order to publish them before school starts, and then going to be a hellish 8 weeks because for some reason I chose to take the accelerated courses. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed been enjoying this reaction series, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.